There comes a time in every Orc player's life where you have to prove your worth, when abusing certain strategies and unit selections may not be enough, when you're forced to think on your feet and be able to counter the counter. That time, when both players have every unit and building available to use that their opponent has, it's mirror match. Time to solve Orc versus Orc. Hey guys, it's Systemshark again, bringing to you an audio commentary for WCReplays.com. This audio commentary copyrighted 2006 WCReplays.com, so don't go stealing it. It's been a little while since my last audio commentary, and my last one was a Dota game, so I'm sure all you regular audio commentary freaks have been waiting for something interesting. And I found this replay actually from Vivi. He actually pointed some of the staff replay section in the direction of this replay, and it was actually uploaded by Slayer's Boxer in our members section. So I checked it out. It's an Orc vs. Orc game on Twisted Meadows. It shows some innovative strategies and a few things I want to go over with the Orc vs. Orc matchup. Alright, I got the replay synced up, 2 minutes mark at 1x speed with the Fog of War off. And we're going to unpause here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Alright, just keep on your toes with this replay because there's going to be a few times in it where I actually want to speed up because it gets kind of erroneous. But you'll see that these players didn't spawn exactly cross-map, but they're on opposite sides of the map here. I guess it's only a few locations you actually could spawn on Turtle on Twisted Meadows here. Both players opted for the Farseer first and going Wolves, and you'll notice that we'll refer to red as Ripa and blue will be, I guess, Crazy Cat. So that'll help us go in there. Notice that both players sending out scouting wolves to try to find their locations early on. If you're going to opt for Farseer first, don't necessarily need to send out a peon first, especially in Orc vs. Orc match. The wolves do an excellent job of scouting out your player's location right off the bat. So Crazy Cat's wolf just scouted out Ripa's location here, and he noticed that he had a headhunter. And to have a headhunter out this early generally means that you haven't teched yet. It also means that you've built an early war mill, and a lot of resources are dedicated to lumber. And this also means that he can opt for a more aggressive approach because grunts versus headhunters, grunts are actually a little bit better. They do normal damage, which headhunters take extra from, and headhunters do reduce damage to grunts since they do piercing. So plus they're low HP units, and that's why a lot of people don't start with headhunters. But if you're going to do it, Ripa shows you this is exactly how you want to start off with it. So immediately you'll notice that Crazy Cat is trying to focus down the headhunters, just the wolves and the Farseer focus fire. You've noticed him moving ahead, and then just every time he does an attack, he moves a little bit so he doesn't take as much damage from the wolves. In order to stop any type of harassment, Ripa is just immediately putting focus fire on that Farseer. He just wants to keep as many of his units alive as he can, and he wants to make Crazy Cat back off as far as he can. Notice that Rip is actually bringing some peasants, some peons along with him right to Crazy Cat's base. He's going to opt for this early tower rush. And preparing for that, you'll notice that Crazy Cat's immediately switching from targeting those headhunters to using his wolves and his Farseer to take out any peons that he can. He doesn't want this this tower rush to really end this game so early, especially since he's gone for a faster tech build. He's actually really weak early on. He's not going to have as many units, and he's going to be a little bit weak to this tower push until he hits tier 2 and is able to make his siege, which he will be able to do relatively quickly. Both players are doing a pretty good job of microing their units, although since Ripa's units are lower HP, the peons and the headhunters, he's having a more difficult time pulling them back. If you're going to go headhunters, it's very important that you try not to lose them early on. Actually, with any units, you don't want to lose them early on, but headhunters build pretty quickly, so you're able to refortify your forces early on. A little bit more. So doing some scouting now more into Crazy Cat's base. Rip is noticing that he's got some watchtowers going up, and knowing that's going to be basically Crazy Cat's only defense until he gets some demolishers out, which he's actually building right now. He wants to take those out if he can. He was successful in taking out one of those, as you saw, but one of them is going to be able to be completed, and this is going to make pushing into his base a little bit more difficult. Headhunters are actually really good for pushing against burrows and towers, though they do take reduce from piercing as they are medium armor. So towers and the like are going to do a little bit reduced from that, so that's definitely a good thing. Although they are low HP units again, you'll just notice a little bit of focus fire from the burrows and towers and Farseer. Headhunters are going down relatively quickly. Both heroes now level 2. They're waiting for their moment to use Chain Lightning. You want to use that Chain Lightning when the unit's almost dead. Basically use it as a single target nuke, and the Chain Lightning effect it's just kind of like a bonus little damage it can do to the other units, but you want to be able to get that one kill. And you notice that Crazy Cat actually just missed the kill on one of those headhunters, and Rip is able to micro him all the way back to his base to try to save him and heal him back later. He's pulled back 2 Headhunters so far, which is really good, and he's bringing new Headhunters to try to continue this push here. Right now is the point where Crazy Cat's actually the weakest. He doesn't have a second hero up. He's down just to a low HP Grunt, which he pulled back and micro back, and a Demolisher. This is going to make it really hard for Crazy Cat to defend against this push, but he did a good job, and he got his Demolisher, and he's not letting him die. He's bringing peons along to repair it, and he's actually pulling them back. You'll notice that Crazy Cat has also opted for a Shadowhunter second, and he's gone for the Serpent Wards over, let's say, Healing Wave and Hex. He doesn't have that many units right now to make Healing Wave a very effective choice, especially level 1 Healing Wave, and he needs to be able to reposition some mini towers, I guess is what wards can be considered. They actually do really decent damage at level 1, and you can get a few of them up in a little clump like that. You'll notice that Crazy Cat is actually clumping them up really close to his base, just outside of the range of the towers, or really close to the towers, so he can help defend against this push. Basically adding quick mini towers is how I look at the wards, and so definitely a good option if he was going to go for the Shadowhunter build. Since Rip has actually gone for this push here, he still hasn't teched to tier 2. He's still in tier 1. He's going to be doing that shortly here, but he's really wanting to stick this push out and trying to end the game here in tier 1. He's losing a lot of his Headhunters, however, due to Chain Lightning and the Serpent Wards. And since the Demolishers are out now he's got 2 Demolishers out now for Crazy Cat, these towers are going to cost a lot more resources to keep up. You'll notice he's doing a pretty good job of using his peons to repair it, and although Rip is trying to do his best to take him out, he's not able to fully take down any of the Demolishers yet, and he's losing a lot of his Headhunters. There's a really low HP Headhunter now, 4 HPs, that he should really bring back to his base. But he is building a Voodoo Lounge to try to make it so he doesn't have to bring his Headhunters all the way back to his base to heal. However, the Farseer and Shadowhunter and the Demolishers are doing a really good job of quickly taking out these Watchtowers. So, you notice this push again. It's the same old push. It's actually going to last for a little bit while longer. Let's see, I think it's going to end a little bit longer here. We're going to go ahead and up it to 3, let's do like 2x speed just to kind of speed through it all. And if you guys are ready, let's do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2x speed. Basically, just try to get up to the 2-minute mark, or the 10-minute mark. Can actually wait till I guess maybe 8:30 to see what's happening. But notice that at 8:30 here, the Demolishers are actually attacking the middle in between these 2 towers to have the splash damage take them out. That's the one thing I basically wanted to note at this last part of the push here, is that these 2 Demolishers focus firing the ground there, forcing Rippa to actually cancel those towers at the same time, because they were taking damage while they were under construction due to the really good forced attack on the ground position of those Demolishers. Doing really, really good Demolisher uses here by Crazy Cat, making this tower push more of an investment than Ripper was probably ready to spend. Now he's kind of forced to have to decide if he wants to stay in this. He knows he's at a tech disadvantage. He's going to have to back off. It's about 9 minutes and 10. Remember, we're going to pause this at 10 minutes and get back down to 1x speed, so 10 minutes is almost here for me. I'm going to pause it at 10 minutes just to get you guys resynced up. Then drop the replay speed down to 1x speed. So you guys should be at 10 minutes at 1x speed. If you're not there, hopefully you guys can get there again. I'll give you guys a second just to set up if you're not. If not, I'll pause the audio commentary and you can start it back here once you guys get to 10 minutes at 1x speed. Alright, we're going to unpause again here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. You notice that there's still some peons going down. I want you to take a look at Rippa. He's opting now to creep since his tower push actually wasn't that effective. That effective, that's a good word, huh? So his tower push, having to abandon it, really kind of leaves him at a little bit of a disadvantage. You notice the army count, he's just slightly ahead now. Actually, he's a little bit behind now with his Headhunters, now that the tech of Crazy Cat's finally coming into play with the Raiders getting ensnare researched, or it's already researched, I believe, by now. Crazy Cat knows that since the push was a failure here, he's going to have to put some kind of counter to Rippa. He's trying to push now into his base. He's only got 2 Raiders, 2 Demolishers, and his Wolves and his Farseer. But because there was a tech disadvantage there, you'll see that Rippa just got tier 2 right now, and he's still pumping these Headhunters. He's got a good amount of them now. He's got a, see, it's almost a 36 food army with his Farseer and Headhunters here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a good amount, good idea to get a bunch of those. You notice also he's getting the armor upgrades. Headhunters are extremely weak, and anything you can do to up their survivability is definitely a good thing. Notice him running now towards the tavern. Rip is actually going to opt for a Fire Lord as a secondary hero here. As soon as he gets the resources to do that, and he just got it here. You'll notice he's going to go for the Lava Spawn.